I've never found a love like this. There it is. I've never found a love like this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I've just watched England 3, Senegal 0. Excellent performance. Not a very good 37 minutes up until the goal, but it's all about the win at the end of the day, especially in knockout football. Excellent. We're scoring goals. We're not conceding many, and we look very, very good. But as I always do, let's take this back to the beginning. And we come out of the traps and we start off slow again, trying to do everything sort of precise and not being sort of doing the basics, basically. At the end of the day, if England have got the quality, which they have, they should be improvising in their play. But Ismail Sarr nearly scores, and Dia also has a chance also. Wasn't a vintage night for England, especially in them first sort of 36, 37 minutes. But once we scored, that was it. It was good night Vienna. Jude Bellingham. I'm going to start off with Jude Bellingham. I can't stress enough how good this geezer is. We all thought Declan Rice was good as West Ham fans, but Jude Bellingham for me is a £150 million player. Excellent. Box to box, passing's good. His awareness is good. His reading of the game is excellent. His vision's excellent. He's an absolute all-round top-class footballer. And do you know what? He can lead us to glory. He really can, Jude Bellingham. I can't stress enough. I've seen him in a few games now. And obviously, when he's in Germany, no one really can sort of review him and watch him consistently. I watched him consistently at this World Cup, and I thought he has been England's best player. Really, he really has. So, listen, Jude Bellingham plays the ball in to Henderson, and England get on their way. 1-0. Then Phil Foden finds Harry Kane to make it 2-0. Good finish from Kane. Needs a goal, and tonight he got that goal. He's the only one who hasn't scored out of the front line. And the main man, Kane, is the one who gets the goal. We're going at half-time 2-0, and listen, it's comfortable, in my opinion. They pushed in the second half, but they really didn't do anything. But Saka scored on the 57th minute to make it 3-0, and then England do see the game out. It's a big game on Saturday night now. France will be no mugs. I watched France earlier on, and Mbappe is frighteningly good. I've never seen a player like that in all the years I've watched football. And listen, I've seen Messi and Ronaldo and all that sort of over the years growing up. And Mbappe's frightening, mate. Sometimes he don't look like he's in the game, and he just comes up with a wonder goal. I agree with Troj on this. I will get to your comments shortly. That Jude Bellingham for me was man of the match, absolute first class. And if England are going to do something special this year, we've got to keep this man fit. So yeah, absolute first class. Whoever signs Jude Bellingham, they are going to go up levels. I do mean levels. So I will sort of round it up at this. Gareth Southgate, he picked Henderson today. He got his selection bang on the money, let's be honest. And people would probably be looking and going, why is Jordan Henderson in his team? He don't really score many goals for England. He scored the important one tonight. Southgate got it right tonight. He put the subs on, rotated it when he was comfortable. He's doing the right thing, Southgate. He's being more positive. And let's be honest, when he was mucking about in the summer, doing that sort of three at the back rubbish that I can't stand, then he's changed it to a 4 now, and we look a lot better. Do you know what I mean? As England fans, we can sort of get excited because I think something special could happen. It's going to prove it on Saturday night, because if we do beat France, England can win the World Cup, in my opinion. I think France is a real test for England. I don't think England have had a proper test yet, in my opinion. I think Wales was an easy game. I thought the USA sort of played on the counter, and Iran, we just went through Iran no problem. France will be no mugs, and with Mbappe up front, he's going to give us some problems. So we will see what happens there. Let's get to your comments, see what you've all got to say. Simon, hope you're all well, mate. Scott says Southgate out. Of course he does, because he has the sort of man Scotty Venn is. Sterling never went home for family reasons. No, Sterling missed the game through family reasons, but he hasn't gone home yet. Sterling was sent home for punching Luke Shaw in the face. Wow. Well, I didn't know that. Did not know that. Enlighten me more, usual suspects. It'd be interesting to know. Please do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way. I thought we was all over the place first half. Second half, we was much improved, especially going forward, which is what we're gonna see. Very good second half. I thought first half, I agree on that. Up until we scored, I thought we was crap. I really did. I thought Senegal were pushing and pushing and pushing. And Pickford gets a lot of stick, but he kept us in the game. He really did in that sort of first half. He done a really, really good save in the first half. I think it was from Ismail Sarr or Dia. It's one of the two. Excellent save. Keeps us at 0-0. And obviously, once we score, Senegal have got to come forward then, and then it's perfect for us. But I do agree. First half, if we play like that in the first half against France, we're going to get done. Simple as that. We've got to be on it from minute one. Mbappe's going to make walking look slow. Yeah, I agree. I agree, mate. I really do. Mbappe's frightening, mate. He's frighteningly good. But we're going to have to figure out a plan to sort it out, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Rice is starting to have the same composure as Bobby Moore. It's good to see. I thought Rice was decent tonight, but I think Jude Bellingham, for me, does everything. Everything that you want out of a sort of a midfielder. He's literally your all-round midfielder. Defensively, I thought he was excellent. His passing is just perfect. Every time he passes the ball forward. But then saying that with Jude Bellingham, he's been over at Germany, and fair play to the lad. He left Birmingham. He went over to Germany. He's been over there for a few years now. Yeah, and he's only 19 years old, this geezer, mate. And to up sticks and leave your homeland to go to Germany. Listen, Germany, they do play the ball on the ground a lot more than, especially in certain leagues. So yeah, it's not good. It's all over the news in the foreign press. Wow. Well, Sterling's done that, mate. Don't know why he's done that. David Nugent, man of the match. Fair enough, mate. Bring him back. But listen, as I say, I can't stress enough how good of a performance that is. So I'm going to make it pretty short and sweet on that. Now I'm going to talk about France. I watched France earlier on. They are how can I sort of assess France? In the first half against Poland, they were very sort of mixed, France, and Poland were causing them a lot of problems. England will cause France problems. I won't got no worries about that. But it's just in the second half of that game, Mbappe just turned into something special, mate. Just something special. And the fear I have is England will have to double up on Mbappe. There's no choice about it. They can't go man for man with him. And if they're going to try and put Kyle Walker with him, Kyle Walker would be a absolute shoo-in to get booked, because I don't think Kyle Walker could deal with Mbappe if Mbappe is in a foot race with this man. They've got some good players, don't get me wrong, but if you keep Mbappe quiet, their team is pretty flat. Obviously, they've got Dembele, Griezmann, Giroud's on fire. So they've got talent, they have, but I do think our midfield is more powerful than theirs. And the way we're playing at the minute, if Declan Rice, Bellingham, and whoever the other midfielder is who comes in, sort of can run through that midfield, I think England have got a chance. It's going to be an amazing game, though. One thing I will say, I do feel that it will be an absolute amazing game of football. Because I do think France will come. I think England will try and sort of sit back, contain, and hit them on the break. And it could be anything. It could be anything. For me, I actually think it could go all the way to penalties, this one. I can't stress enough. So, yeah, it's a major game. And I do feel if England are on it, they can get the result. Need to attack France in numbers. They won't be used to it. Yeah, I agree, mate. I looked at them today, and Poland had chances. They had a lot of not clear-cut chances, but they had chances in and around the box. And if England are in that sort of mindset, England can get the job done against France. Listen, one thing I will say about the French, they are defensively solid as a rock. When I look at their defence, they don't concede many goals. Do you know what I'm saying? But their midfield is light, and I discussed this on the betting show at the start of the tournament. I said that France, for me, I like the look of France if their midfield can hold out. Now, if if England can run through that midfield and run all over that midfield, I think they've got a chance. I really do. I'm quite positive on that game. England, for me, they've got to stop starting slow. They start slow. It was, and someone said it in the chat previous. It was like walking football in the first half. Like it was like England were just. It was lack of ideas, really, lack of threat. And as soon as we scored, we turn into a completely different team. One thing I will say before I sort of come back to the chat is England haven't got a goal down in this tournament yet. And if England do go a goal down, I want to see what the mentality is like with that. Because for me, England have had it all their own way leading up to this game with France. Like against Wales, it was a routine win. Tonight, we got away with it in the first 37 minutes, but then after that, we just run right again. So it's going to be interesting if England do go a goal down. Do you know what I'm saying, against France? But I've got faith that England can get it done. Let's have a look, see what you've got to say. Taylor says Sterling's house was robbed. Wow. Well, nice one to ever done that, idiot. You know what I mean? It's coming home. It's coming home. For me, England beat France. It's on for me. I've seen enough of Brazil to say that. I looked at Brazil the other day against Cameroon. It was their second string, but they just don't know how to play together. And if their first string is not on it, then England got a chance. If England beat France, that's a major team. It for me is England getting to the final. I do believe England can get to the final. Whether or not they've got the sort of extra to get over the final hurdle will remain to be seen. I'll be honest. Slabhead is doing a Hancock this World Cup and changing from a meme to a hero. Listen, I think Harry Maguire's been doing all right, if I'm being honest. I don't think he's done really a lot wrong. I think him and Stones have got a good connection. They're both from South Yorkshire. They've both played in, I think, like in a sort of team together when they was younger. I think Maguire's doing all right. One thing I will say about Maguire, he's not had pace up against him yet. Well, he's going to have that up against Mbappe now. So the problem is balls in behind Maguire are major faults of his. Him in the air, him at set pieces, he's brilliant. But when the ball goes through the middle of him and players who are rapid, then he has problems. So he'll be an hero if we win against France, that's for sure. We've scored, let's just skip, we've scored 12 goals from 6.K XG, apparently. Not spectacular, but we could beat anyone, really. I believe we can beat anyone. Don't get me wrong, Snazzy, I agree. Yeah, we can. But the France game is a real test now. This will know where we're at, like for me. Like the four teams that we've played, let's be honest, as fans, I didn't expect to lose to any of them. Really, I didn't expect to lose tonight. I didn't expect to lose in the group stages. So the France game will really know where we're at. If we go up against France and we take France out of this tournament, to me, I will be looking at England to say, right, this is the moment. This could be the moment for England. It really could. We're going to beat France. First 20, 30 minutes crap. Second half amazing. Started playing well until England got the first goal. I agree. Totally agree on that. First 37 minutes, up until the goal, I thought we was awful, really. I don't think Mendy had a lot to do, and then we scored. Well played, England. Saka, Bellingham, Pickford, outstanding, but France is a different kettle of fish. Totally agree with Gary there. France is a different animal altogether. And if my attitude is stop Mbappe, stop Dembele, and we've got half a chance. Do you know what I mean? I think Giroud, we can handle Giroud. I think we can, but it's the wide men of France. And listen, Mbappe takes two players out of the game. That's the problem with Mbappe. He's that good. You'd have to double up on him, which for me, we're going to need to do something against him. Do you know what I'm saying? Not a vintage England performance, played okay. It fits and starts. Yeah, I agree. I agree on that also. But the thing is, one thing I will say, the boys are fresh. That's one thing I will say on the matter. The lads are fresh and they are sort of... Gareth Southgate needs to get a bit of credit on this one. That's one thing I will say. He's rotating his team around. Like, listen, tonight, 2-0 up, rotates them, takes all the players off, keeps them fresh. Now, if we can give players hour of football and take them off and listen, keep rotating this side, we are going to go close, because when these lads are called upon, they are going to be fit and fresh. Do you know what I'm saying? So, listen, Southgate needs a bit of credit. He really does. Obviously, it is going to be a massive game next Saturday night. Like, it's probably going to be the biggest game for England for a hell of a long time. I think this would be bigger than the Euros for me, because I think if England do beat France, there is a statement of intent there that says England can definitely get to the final here. Do you know what I'm saying? And take out. And once they get to the final, it's a lottery. It's a lottery. So for me, I do think it's going to be an absolute mental night next Saturday night. I will say that. Anyone else got anything they want to add? Obviously, the Sterling thing. If he has been punching people in the face, then that's not good. If someone's robbed his house, that's not good either. So yeah. Oh, what else have we got? Let's have a look, see if I've missed anything. Please do smash a like on the video. It goes a long way. It really helps us out. What else can I add onto this? Good. It's just a good performance, but obviously there will be bigger tests to come. I'm going to wrap it up there, I think. Anyway, please do smash a like on the video, and please do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Good win, very good win, comfortable win in the end. Wasn't pretty at the start, but we got the job done. That's the major thing, right? It's all about the W now in knockout football. Like, it ain't about winning pretty; it's just about getting the win. And do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is on that. Maguire is going to be the weakest link against France. If he makes mistakes, it will cost us dear. I agree on that. I will say that. I think pace against him, and they will target him through the middle. It would not surprise me in the slightest if Giroud doesn't play and they go with Mbappe through the middle. It really doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think with Mbappe, I think him on wide is good, but I think him through the middle would be even unreal. Do you know what I'm saying? And France might suck it up and try and hit England on the break. So it's going to be a great game. It will be. I can't stress enough on that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Take care of yourselves. All the best. And listen, England are through to the last 8 of the World Cup. Please turn up against France. That's what I'm going to say. From me to you, have a good one. Peace.
There it is. I've never found a love like this.